Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I turned this vintage fork into this unique ring, and let's get into it. So I was browsing my local thrift store when I came across this vintage fork. And honestly, I probably spent more than I should have on the set, but I knew I could turn them into something special. I got them a few months ago, but I'm glad I finally got around to turning them into something. And I believe they're silver plated, but I'll have to do more research for sure. Anyways, this is where the magic happens, and this is the first step. Normally when I cut them, I measure them, but this one's for me, so I'll wing it and see where we have. I made so many spin rings and fork rings that I typically know where to cut them at, whichever size I may end up using. Super happy I invest in these strong bolt cutters. They get the job done like nothing. Now as we investigate, this is the pieces we're left over with, and honestly it already looks really nice. You can just tell that this is going to be a super cool ring when it's fully finished. This sort of gives you a glimpse as to what it's going to look like. The next step is going to be to smooth down this sharp edge, and we can do that on my little bench grinder, which is honestly way overkill, but who cares. Process. You just want to make sure it's pretty much smooth on all sides, but not perfect. So after a few rounds of that, this is what it looks like, and it looks really nice actually. And then this is the final step. Just some passes on the fine grit, and it's good to go. Feel it after to make sure it won't cut anything or that there's no rough spots. And in case you're wondering, this is a leftover piece that'll be turning into a necklace at some point. And now probably my favorite part of the process, turning it into an actual ring. And this is going to be a size 10 for me, so we're going to use a bit bigger tool for this one. Silver is literally 1,000 times easier to use than stainless steel. If I was using a stainless steel fork of this size, it'd be impossible, I'm not gonna lie. Now that we maxed out the bending on this size tool, it's time to go to a smaller one. The last few millimeters up with a hammer. But that's basically it for this step. Next step is to bring it to life using polish. This is what it looks like on my finger, and this is also after I finished hitting it with a hammer to close that final gap. Looks really good, I do have to say. description in the comments below. So if anyone wants to help me name this, you're free to leave some suggestions in the comments below too. And then after every day I like to clean up my workstation, so here's me vacuuming all the dust and metal shavings that can come up from this. Display rack and see some other gems that we have. These are all rings I've made that have no home yet, but they are available on my website. This one, Ancient Rose. This one is one of my most popular, and it's called Dark Rose. This one is Artemis Blossom.